Okay, so how did I come up with the idea with the plant hydrator? I started wanting to garden, but I couldn't garden. I just had a black thumb like most people out there. Some people just have the knack and grow anything anywhere. That wasn't me. So I wanted to grow something, but didn't have the know-how. So I did the research, and there's a whole backstory that you can check on the website on that, but I'm just going to stick to specifically right now this. So I wanted to grow plants, but I didn't have the space. I didn't have room for the yard space for a garden. All I had was, you know, space here and there, here and there, and here and there at the house that we were renting at. But I wanted to garden. We were living paycheck to paycheck at the time. We didn't have the money, but I invested, I think it was about $300 to $350 to get the self-watering planter, a couple of tomato plants, and the needed special potting mix and whatnot, just to get started. After I got started, it was a self-watering planter. Plants were dead in 2 weeks. Tried it again, plants were dead in 2 weeks. So I know your frustration. I've been there. I'm like the majority of people out there. I'm not a gardener, and that's the reason why I want to focus on this being an organic grow, because with growing organic, you don't have to worry about anything because it's all natural. Everything is there. You don't have to worry about over fertilizing, although using fertilizer does work and is efficient. It's just much more efficient growing with the plant hydrator, and way more easier growing with the plant hydrator organically. After unsuccessful attempt after unsuccessful attempt, I thought to myself there had to have been a better way to garden in containers, because I thought it was an absolutely brilliant idea to be able to garden what you want and what you need to survive or eat in containers. So I worked on it, and that's where the process of creating the plant hydrator came in. I looked at many other systems. I watched hydroponic systems, aquaponic systems. I watched people gardening organically, and not only organically but using fertilizer, but ground growing, and I still couldn't figure it out. What made these people successful? So I tried hydroponics and aquaponics. Great systems, but for people like me, just difficult. Confusing and difficult. So I began working on this until I figured out the mystery. It's all about the water. When you're growing in pots, either over water or underwater, and even if you overwater, by the end of the day, if you're living in Vegas, it's dried out. Probably by 9 o'clock in the morning, it is bone dry. So that was the secret. So I focused on first developing on the water. Once I did that, boom, plant hydrator. It's there. So I got the water figured out, and once I got it figured out, once I got the prototype working and I used it, I have never failed at growing, never. And it just got easier and easier. I tried all the expensive potting mixes and whatnot, and I got the same results as just using regular mulch and compost and generating everything that you need right here with your plant hydrator. Now let me just say this, it's not necessary. It's a system or a method that I came up with to grow successfully in containers and in small spaces. It is not necessary to have this, but it makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, be right back.